Smithers, are they booing me?
No, they're saying Boo Earns. Boo Earns.
Are you saying boo or boo earns?
I was saying Boo Earns.
Hey guys, this is going to be the least popular video that I've ever made, and I know I'm going to get probably a lot of hate on this, a lot of dislikes, but I feel like I really need to say this. First of all, I'm already aware of all of the reasons not to vote for Biden. Most recently, he's been accused of rape. The Democratic establishment is not running a progressive campaign by choosing him as the person to represent them. He seems to be losing his mind a bit from old age or something. There's a host of reasons relating to him being a centrist on policy. I get it, he's not a great candidate. I didn't prefer him. He was my second least favourite Democrat running for president. The reasons to vote Biden are knowing what will happen if you don't in this general election. During Trump's time in office, he has wanted to do several draconian things to get his policy enacted without actually passing it through Congress democratically. What has been stopping him from doing things like the travel ban and just building the wall using the military has been the Supreme Court. They've been keeping him in check because they're one of the systems that exists to make sure that the president can't just do whatever they want. As many of you will know, Brett Kavanaugh, a Republican, was elected Supreme Court Justice. The balance in the Supreme Court is currently roughly about 50-50, but this could all change. Ruth Bader Ginsburg is a progressive feminist Supreme Court Justice, and she's holding on to her position, hanging in there. The thing is, though, she might not make it another 4 years. We cannot afford to lose another judge on the Supreme Court. We, the left. The case for abortion has been protected by Roe v. Wade, but this could all change if progressives lose their place in the Supreme Court. If conservatives take over the Supreme Court, it isn't just abortion rights that could be lost, but LGBT rights as well. Gay marriage could be rolled back, abortion rights, and we could see Trump being able to do a lot of the things that the Supreme Court has already been stopping him from doing in this last 4 years. Trump could actually get much, much worse if the Supreme Court isn't stopping him like it has been. For example, the Muslim ban, banning Muslims from coming to America, that was considered unconstitutional by the Supreme Court that decided on that. But if we get a new lot of people in the Supreme Court that are more sympathetic to Trump, then that's it. He can just do whatever he wants, and that is terrifying. It should be terrifying to everybody. Voting Democrat in the next US election is way more important than Biden or Bernie as individuals, or any individual for that matter. Bernie himself doesn't want his supporters to Bernie or bust, because unlike a lot of YouTubers I see irresponsibly promoting this position, Bernie can see what's at stake. He knows why this is so important. I really get it, guys. Biden fucking sucks. I know. I don't like him either. We don't get another viable option, though. The Democrats chose him as the moderate candidate, and Americans didn't vote for Bernie enough to get him in. I wanted Bernie to win the nomination as well, but it's over. Unless a miracle happens, I don't see Bernie winning. So this isn't about rewarding the Democrat Party. It's not really about the Democrat Party at all. This is about stopping the tyranny of what the Trump government could do if given even more power. The thing that has stopped Trump a lot over the years has been the Supreme Court, and as I said, Ruth Bader Ginsburg isn't getting any younger, and people are already talking about who's going to replace her. We really don't want that to be another conservative, because then they can change and roll back years of progressive policy. This could just completely fuck up everything America has had going for it as far as going more progressive. It could undo everything. Everything is at stake here. I can't emphasize strongly enough how important it is that we don't have another conservative Supreme Court justice. Every single draconian bullshit thing that Trump has failed and tried to do could be achievable with total control of the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is supposed to be there to stop a president just being able to do whatever the fuck they want. But without the Supreme Court doing that and holding him accountable, then that's it. We can't stop Trump anymore. We can't afford to lose another Supreme Court justice. We need to have at least 50-50 for American minorities, LGBT people, or so on, or we're just going to be screwed. Also, the Supreme Court makes decisions about things like voter suppression laws, where they determined previously that it was racist and unconstitutional what was being done to suppress minority votes. If you don't vote in this election, this could be the last election where black people can vote without even worse voter suppression, which would be unhindered by a conservative Supreme Court. This is what's at stake here, guys. This could be the last election where you actually get like a proper election. This is huge. I can't emphasize it enough. A lot of things that the Supreme Court has been stopping this whole time, they won't be able to stop anymore, or they won't stop anymore if we don't have enough progressives in there. I can't tell you how important it is, because with Kavanaugh getting in, even that is damaging to the left. It's a huge hit for us. If we lose Ruth as well and then get another conservative in there, say goodbye to all of the good things that have, been done by the Supreme Court, stopping Trump from doing a lot of the things he just kind of wanted to do anyway, even though he didn't actually have proper democracy support for it. You guys could end up with basically almost a dictatorship if you don't get on this quickly. I'm really annoyed at seeing a lot of these YouTubers from Europe, promoting this Bernie or bust shit as if, their heads aren't on the chopping block here. And honestly, I think it's really short-sighted, it's petty, it's not looking at the bigger picture. This isn't about the Democratic Party even. This isn't about party politics. This goes way beyond that. This is about the Supreme Court, which really is so important. I cannot emphasize it enough. It's one of the things that keeps Trump in check. Without the Supreme Court, that's it. You could get another Trump that's even worse. As people point out, yes, the next Trump could be even worse, but part of the things that protects America from another Trump or a worse Trump is having a Supreme Court that isn't just completely in line, in lockstep with Trump. If you don't get a progressive in, or at least someone vaguely left-wing, that's it. I don't know if Biden would support a progressive justice, but I think honestly the chances are much better with Biden than with Trump. Look, I don't like the Democrat Party as such. Like, I think they're further to the right than I am, but honestly, I think you've got to look at the bigger picture here, that you need more judges in there who understand that what Trump wants to do is fucked up and isn't just going to be in lockstep with Trump. If they're in lockstep with Trump, that's it. He can just do whatever the fuck he wants, unchecked. This is very fucking important. So please listen to me. This is bigger than Bernie. This is bigger than Biden. Bernie doesn't support Bernie or bust either. So please stop spreading this dumb bullshit. Thank you very much, and I look forward to all the dislikes.